Alright, we're going to learn how to start cutting our linoleum block. So this is a speedball cutter, and inside we have all the different tips. Each one of these has a different number on them, they have different shapes to them, and they give a lot of different effects. When we want to add in a tip, we want to loosen this. We do not want to loosen it up and then it falls all apart, just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and show you a pretty basic one. There's a curved end that goes in here and kind of gets sandwiched in there. It's still loose now, so we have to tighten it. Make sure it doesn't move on us because we don't want it to slide into our hand or flip up. And then when we are cutting on our linoleum block, we are taking away some things. We're taking away from the surface. So if this is my linoleum block and I'm going to cut into here, all this top layer right here that I have, all this is going to be printed, but what I've cut away is going to be white. So if I am using this tip, this has a V tip to it, I can do some hatching like in drawing. Notice how I'm holding it. And you have these extra little pieces. It's good to keep them off to one side. You don't want to get them all over the table. So I've done some hatching. Now I can do some cross hatching. I've colored Sharpie on here just so you can see it, because it's kind of hard to see when it's just all one color. You may also maybe do some line work like this. Different ones, different sizes. This causes a lot of little pieces that come up, but it's alright because we're going to put those in one pile and then throw those away a little bit later on. You can also do some curved lines. Just take your time with it. You can turn the block. You can turn your hand. Always cut away from you. If you're cutting towards you, you're going to slip and hit yourself. You're going to hit your hand, you're going to hit yourself. It's not going to be pretty. So, you're cutting these, turning as you go. Take your time. Really, think about where you're cutting. Notice I started cutting towards my hand. You don't want to do that. Turn this so you're always cutting away from yourself. If you're having trouble with keeping something close to you, you can use this bench hook. Cut there. If I wanted to use a different tip, I could. I can use this smaller one and do small lines in here. But I want you to play around with these. Different ones are going to have different edges. We have a very large, wide one, a large U, another U one, a V. There's even a cutting small line work. Play around with it, have lots of different techniques, and that's how you do it.